Hey there, fellow cultists. This is DM Nell, and I'm back with another episode of Shadow the Demon Lord Talk. This is episode number 82, and we are going to be talking about a product that came out on the Disciples of the Demon Lord in DTRPG called The Inglorious History of Rule. Alright, so before I get into this, just a quick reminder. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my videos or give me a like. Or a dislike, or leave some comments. Do some interaction with the video. Helps improve the visibility. And last time I checked, it looks like it's working. So let's keep that going. Appreciate everybody that watches my videos and that enables the greater community to continue to grow. Basically just trying to get folks out there that are looking for an alternative to their fantasy or RPG of choice to find Shadow the Demon Lord. This game is actually going on, what is it? I think it came out in 2016, so we're talking 6 years old, maybe 7 years old, not really sure, but it's not a baby RPG anymore. So plus it's not, it's not in everybody's face like some other RPGs are. So we need all the help we can to spread the word. I don't want this to become an RPG that is, just rides off into the sunset and becomes one of those things where, 15 years from now you're reminiscing. Hey, you remember that one game we used to play? Yeah, the one with the spell that made you shit yourself. Yeah, that one. That was fun. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. I want this game to keep going. But anyway, help me out by liking my videos and subscribing if you can. Okay, so also, before we get started, rumblings on the Facebook page make it sound like the Weird Wizard is starting to wrap up its testing phase, which hopefully means that sometime this year we will see a Kickstarter for it. I haven't really delved into the Weird Wizard playtest material. I signed up for it, but my group's not really a playtest group, and so I haven't really read through it too terribly much. I kind of skimmed a few parts, but I really don't know what the differences are between Demon Lord and the Weird Wizard. So I'm looking forward to seeing what what updates were made, what changes were made. I know there's one change that I'm not really looking forward to, but I'm pretty sure it can be worked around, and that is the move from counting squares or spaces during battle on a battle mat to zones. And I'm not a big fan of zones myself. I think they're too vague. And I've not had, they're just not my jam. I mean, they're okay. I've played in games with zones. They're fine. Just not what I prefer when I'm running a game. So, or playing. But anyway, that's the only thing I've really heard any detail about. So, still looking forward to Weird Wizard, and hopefully we'll get that this year. If we do, I may have to change the name of this video. May just be Shadow Talk from that point on, so we'll see. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the main topic here, the Inglorious History of Rule. So this product I just happened upon in DriveThruRPG, and I was really happy to see it. I actually did something like this a couple years back, where I went through the core rulebook. I went through as many supplements as I could, trying to come up with a timeline of the history of the campaign world. So for me, one of the big draws of this game is the lore of the built-in setting. Now, this is just my preference, but I enjoy games that have a built-in setting, that the game and the setting are kind of built with each other in mind. And that is very much the Shadow of the Demon Lord. The world of Earth and the campaign setting of Rule is really intermingled with the rule set. So there's a reason for corruption to exist. There's a reason for insanity to exist. There's a reason for magic to exist and for the gods to exist. And so all this stuff is discussed in the lore. And then there's this whole history of this world leading up to the date where the core rulebook was released, and the start of the official start of the campaign, which is the year 888 AF, which stands for After Founding of the Empire. And so I went through all the supplements, and I went through the core rulebook, and as much as I could, trying to dig out those items that had a date associated with them, and even those that had kind of a vague illusion of a date. And I put together my own timeline, and I put it on a spreadsheet just so I could keep track of these things myself, so that when I am running a game, I can refer to these things that happened in the past, and those characters that have been educated might appreciate having some historical facts. And since this game world has universities in it, then history would of course be an important part of an educated person's education. So I wanted to incorporate historical facts into my games, and being able to put a timeline together helped me out with that. But it was a lot of work, and I'm not even sure I captured everything. So I was really glad to see when this product came up on DTRPG, and that somebody else did that work as well, and actually probably did a better job of it than I did, because I just kind of, like I said, I put a spreadsheet together, I had some dates, and I had basically a sentence talking about what happened. But this product actually goes into a little bit more. You got a paragraph pretty much for each significant date or date range in the history of the world. And you also have sidebars to help talk about significant events. So, it starts off with the prehistory. Well, first of all, it talks about the calendar. And so the calendar is 336 days in a year, split into 12 months, each day with each day being 24 hours long. The current year is 888 AF, accounting for over 800 years of passing since the creation of the empire, or after founding. Prior to this is BF, before founding, for events whose period or occurrences are of uncertain years. The notation abbreviation C is used for circa or about. Okay, so that's how this is formatted, and so you can see it starts off with the prehistory, and it talks about the aftermath of the Troll Wars. And then it goes into ancient history, and then we have some dates, rough dates. I'm not going to go through all this because, obviously the author and producer of this product would like for you to purchase it. But just to point out a few interesting things about it, it pulls out significant events like the pox and puts it in a sidebar here. Talks about the 9 cities and when they potentially had left the empire. And so it's just, it's really nice having all this information, and it's over, 14 pages, give or take. And then this is even better. This is the best part, I think. It's got the references. So if you want to fact check, or if you want to go and see, the source material, then you can do so, because he's not only got, I think it's a he. Who did this anyway? Oh, shoot. Let's see. This was done by Jesse Benjen. Writing, design, and art direction. So Jesse Benjen. Well done. Okay, so anyway, Jesse, that could be a he or she, so I don't know. Jesse put in the references for this product and also hyperlinks to each of these, which is really nice. And it also includes some third-party products. So this is really nice, and of course some other products by the same author. So anyway, I just wanted to point this out in this video, because if you're like me, you may have missed it. This is a drive-through RPG. I forget how much it costs. Let me see if I can dig it up here real quick. Looks like it's got a $4.99 price point, which is pretty good for something that will save you a ton of work if you were wanting to do something like this yourself. So, Inglorious History of Rule, pick it up on Drive-Thru RPG. I highly recommend it if you'd like a nice, concise telling of the history of the campaign world. All right, so that's it for me today. Short video, but I did want to do this and get this out there because I think this is a great product that could benefit a lot of people. So that's it for me. Let's see, I got a game tonight. Pretty excited about that. I'm running the Demon Lords, or not the Demon Lords, the Demons Wet Nurse, which I've run a few times. But this time I'm running it from a home game. I have never run it from my homies. And so I'm running that one tonight and looking for some excellent gaming experience. So this is, let's see, this is my new campaign. I'm doing the Wandering Star campaign, or actually I think it's the Looming Star campaign. It's a shadow. It's one of the shadows of the Demon Lord that's in the core rulebook, the Looming Star. But I'm actually marrying it with the Wandering Star, which is a tied to the Wandering Star cult. But I'm actually making it bigger than that. So anyway, that's what my campaign is about, and so we just hit first level, or we just started first level on our last session. Not sure if we'll finish the adventure tonight or if it will spill over into next week, but yeah, looking forward to it. So wish me luck, and with that, I will bid you all a fond adieu. Hail to the Demon Lord, and I will catch you all in my next video. I'm out of here, or something like that. All right, stop recording. Thanks.